Welcome everyone. In today's reading we are going to cover DC Comics' Dark Days the Forge. Dark Days the Forge is a prelude to Dark Knight's Metal, an event that is set to wrap up in March of this year. Dark Days the Forge and all of the characters featured in it are property of DC Comics. This issue is currently available digitally and in a comic shop near you. In the distant past. You feel it at the beginning. Your heart starts pounding for discovery. My name is Carter Hall, and this is my last journal. Carter Hall lived many lives, but the most important was the first. There, he was exposed to the metal! Present day, the Bermuda Triangle.
The tremors started 45 minutes ago. They're only getting worse.
Dr. Madison stood in his lab as a volcano began to erupt in the distance. He spoke into his camera that he used to record his discoveries.
The people need to know there's something in the metal.
Suddenly, an explosion of lava erupted from behind the doctor, and machine reached up through the floor.
Dr. Madison, get in, now.
Batman reached out from the cockpit of a large batsuit. The batsuit carried the two men down through the lava. Pressure mounting.
Compensate, we're almost through.
The suit creaked and groaned as they burst through the seemingly endless waves of lava into a vast ocean.
Aquaman, get him to the surface.
Aquaman took the director and they swam to the surface. This was a Wayne Enterprises off-the-books drilling operation in my domain. Aquaman angrily interrogated Batman about what he was looking for. Batman stared down Aquaman through his cowl.
With what I know, do you really want to ask me that?
Meanwhile, on planet Mogo, the home of the Green Lantern Corps.
Hal Jordan, I'm pulling you from active duty for a private mission.
Ganthet, a guardian of the universe, instructed Hal Jordan that he would be sending him to Earth to investigate rumblings of a terrible truth coming to light. Wait, these are the coordinates?
Is there a problem, Lantern Jordan?
Hal Jordan took off as he replied, "No, not at all." Hal Jordan touched down in the Batcave under Wayne Manor. Alright, time to figure out what Ganthet is so afraid of and get out of here. Without warning, a yellow boot slammed into the side of Hal Jordan's head. Jordan quickly formed a construct of a hand and grabbed the assailant and lifted him into the air. Sorry, Green Lantern. Duke Thomas explained that Batman instructed him to not allow anyone in the cave, not even family. Hal Jordan ignored Duke and followed his ring sensors into a wall in the cave. Hal studied the wall for a moment and then stepped through it, revealing a false wall that even Duke didn't know about. In the pages of Carter Hall's journal. From that night on, my story is well known. Through the journal, Hawkman explained that the nth metal changed him. His wife and his mortal enemy Hathset. It made them immortal through a constant cycle of reincarnation. In the darkness between lives, I saw glimpses of something bigger than our story. Something terrifying. Driven by these glimpses, Hawkman began an investigation and recorded it in this journal. In the lunar Batcave on the moon. Batman emerged from the teleporter.
Computer, create an uplink to the Shadow Drive. Was it as bad as we thought?
Batman ignored Mr. Terrific's question. Instead, he asked for a report on what he asked Terrific to investigate.
I have an IQ of 179, but I have no idea what any of this means.
Mr. Terrific explained that the frequency he investigated across the different worlds was growing and seemed to be random. Batman listened to Mr. Terrific as he moved across the cave to a large door.
It's time to let him out of the box.
Meanwhile, in the Batcave on Earth. Only Batman would have a secret cave inside a secret cave. Hal, you're not supposed to be here. Duke Thomas tried in vain to get Hal to leave. What is this place? Hal and Duke searched deeper into the cave. Hal's ring was malfunctioning. None of this makes any sense.
A mystery never does at first.
Mystery?
Yes, our friend here has been at it for years.
My ring has never done this. We should fall back.
You can't leave now.
I've been dying to see you both here. It's all to do with this green liquid called dynosium, but the bat wasn't the only one to encounter it, was he?
No. What's going on here? Show yourself!
Are you afraid?
I don't get afraid. Instigated by the strange voice, Duke and Hal found themselves in front of a large door.
If you're so brave, then open the door.
In the pages of Hawkman's journal, I followed the clues until they started pulling me forward. One day I discovered the 3 tribes of early men to walk the earth. Or rather, 4. Hawkman stood overlooking the tablets of the bird, bear, wolf, and bat tribes. Hawkman pledged that day to discover the secret that stretched back into the beginning of humanity. At the Fortress of Solitude.
Clark, let me in.
The door opened to reveal Superman.
You know it wouldn't kill you to say please.
Batman had once asked Superman to keep something for him under the Fortress of Solitude until he needed it one day. Today was that day.
I've seen that door. Nothing on this world can open it.
That is why he called me. As Batman and Mr. Miracle walked down the staircase towards a massive door, Batman explained that he had shot the key for the door into the sun. Mr. Miracle flew into the oversized keyhole. Not long after, purple lightning began to shoot out of the door. Not long after, Mr. Miracle came shooting out at his top speed. Batman, I can't begin to think what that is. Whatever brought you here, turn back now!
That'll be all, Scott.
Mr. Miracle fled through a boom tube. I wish I could go back, tell myself not to go down this path. So I write this to anyone who finds it. Do not follow in my footsteps. Batman stood in front of a giant golden tuning fork.
It's time to see what's in the dark once and for all.
Back in the Batcave. Hal Jordan and Duke entered through the door to see the Joker writing on the wall.
You don't understand. It was all a cruel joke. You're both just pieces in his puzzle, just like me.
I hope you all enjoyed Dark Days the Forge. If you did, you can pick it up in stores and digitally, and you can please hit that like button and subscribe buttons down below so we know to keep bringing this to you guys. If you want to continue this story before we can cover the follow-ups, pick it up in Dark Days the Casting. Thank you all for listening.